Bam, bam, bam. Very good afternoon to you, everybody. Happy Tuesday afternoon. Glad that you could join me for a little early afternoon coffee time. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of people were finally dialing in. How you doing, Bluebird? Nice to see you, babe. I hope you're doing well. A lot of people are starting to get dialed in and realizing that big changes are coming here on the channel directions. You can see by the comments on Las Vegas, there's a little bit of confusion. There's questions about, will you still be doing X, Y, and Z? Good morning, Sean. Nice to see you. And I thought I would weigh in on that today. Also, a Gina C update. My wonderful moderator who was stricken in a terrible fall and attack. Just a brain, MS. If you know anything about MS, you can get flare-ups and attacks and things. And I want to weigh in on the BOYT drama. You can imagine, as being one of the principals that's kind of been involved, one of the principals that was in Las Vegas. People are constantly asking me for is this person like, examples, Cat really somebody that this, that, or the other. And I wanted to weigh in on that today, because at the end of the day, we might be BOYT family, but they're not my family, the people that I meet. And I always know how and where to draw the line of what's my business and what's not my business. Okay, my friend Corey did a video today about the difficulties of, so fuck it, the challenges of being independent on BOYT, and they're much. Hello, Beryl. Hello, Libby. 180, how are you? Nice to see you. Cheryl, if anybody else I missed on there. First, I want to give the Gina C update. She was able, for the first time since April 14th is when I had, maybe April 24th, is when we had, hey, TPGS. Is that Trailer Park Guys? Hey, how you doing, Trailer Park Guy? I've missed you. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope, wow, what an honor to see you on here today. What an honor to see you on here today. Welcome to you. Also to 180. I kind of lost 180 a little bit. Awesome to see you in here on the 24th of April. As we were late nighting, it was getting on the midnight here, and it was just me and the side chat on after the YouTube party. I had the fire going. I didn't want to dump water on the fire to extinguish it and have water in the, in the fire pit thing to cause rust and all that. So I was just sitting out there. I'm glad you're better. Hey, D, how you doing? As that night drew to a close, Gina C suddenly disappeared. She'd been heavily moderating the event, and hey, Jasmine, and she had just disappeared. Well, her daughter messaged me the next day that she had fallen. She had cracked, had done tremendous injury to her spinal cord, to the point that she was rushed to the hospital, and she went into a, almost an emergency situation. They got her stabilized, with breaks and falls, particularly when the back is involved in the spinal cord. You can sever nerves, and you can be paralyzed, and you can be paraplegic. Well, I shouldn't say it was lucky for her, because she lost the use of her arms for a very, very long period of time. Now, you can imagine, that's a very, good morning, everybody. If I haven't said hi, that's, to lose lose your arms. Think of the quality of life and the things that you can't do. So basically, she's had, as Missy Jenn had to do, back when she had her first gigantic MS episode that rendered Missy Jenn blind in one eye and incapacitated to the point of had to learn how to walk again and do everything all over again. So we've maintained contact with Gina, particularly Missy Jenn. So I was really ecstatic today when Gina C made a comment on my video. She figured out how to use her voice to text application. She's gaining strength. Good morning, everybody. She's gaining strength, and she's really looking forward to coming back and doing the mod thing. And I welcome her with open arms. You know, the things can be bad on the BOYT sometimes, and things can be shitty, and stuff can be horrendous. Cops and you know, pain and just dragging and things. But it can also be a place to uplift people. So you know, I was just anything we can do to cheer her, anything I can do to give her keep that carrot dangled in front of her that good times are ahead. And welcome you back to moderating as soon as you can. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a good. I see my Choochin buddy D Dubs on here, and how awesome to be with him. And this is the first time I've seen him on my stream. Forever friend, you might be pleasantly surprised coming up. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it to your vivid imagination. She says, "How are you doing? Any more chooching in Vegas?" So we shall see. You know. On that. Hello, Pauline. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, she's a very lovely person. She really is. Aloha, Colleen. I don't think you guys are going to be disappointed in any single aspect coming up of travels and adventures on the Rosie O'Kelly and the Rosie Murphy channel. I am currently uploading the as you know, on most of my trips, when I'm with a group of people, I like to do a cinematic video cell phone cinema. So that's 42% uploaded now. That's when I get my clips and edit them and do some tricks and put some music to it and just have the experience of Vegas. This will be, you know, Fremont Street at night. I think it's turning out pretty good. How you doing, Reaper man? Nice to see you. Always good to see you on the tubes. Hello, Jen. Nice to see you, Dory Lynn. How you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I hope to see her back with her Rancho. Don't rush it. Don't do anything crazy. But you were definitely missed. Liberty, you were back in. I don't know how you doing, Holly. Nice to see you. Liberty, you're back in. So I see you were doing a period post just to see if you were blocked or not. So. I don't know how you got blocked off that night, but I did a lot. I don't think I've unblocked everybody yet, but you know, shit keeps coming up every time I want to go in there. I see you, quirky girl. Good morning, and I've got Lila in here. Good morning. If I miss people, I apologize. You know, hi Polvo. So you're not going to be disappointed. The adventures crank up again Saturday, probably. Swing down, spend some time with, do some chooching in Oakland. There are some more things that I want to do down there. I want to go back to certain sections of particular note to me. And I did one last time with Meteorite Man. So some other things should be very, very fun. Hey, Boston Kitty. How you doing, Stewie? What's up? Thank you, Diane. Hey, Beavis. Hey, Bella, nice to see you. So you're going to be very happy with what's coming up. I did do a video, and it is time for me to give the standard disclaimer. Don't do as I do. Don't do as D-Dub does, okay? There's just, be careful. You know, I'm getting more and more people messaging me, as I said in my morning video. And if you haven't seen it, check it out about what they want to do and going out at night in cities like Cleveland and, you know, possibly Flint, Michigan, and Buffalo, New York. Look, just be aware. All right, it could end real bad for you. All right, do it from the comfort of your chair, your bed, or whatever. Enjoy the travels, but it ain't no joke out there on the streets. You know, D and I are standing in the back of that house in Vegas. We got no concept how things are going to end. Like I said, I'm an older bird. I feel like life is good for me. I'm willing to be a little more risky at this point in life. And of course, D is a very big boy. Thank you, forever friend. I appreciate it. Did you change your mind about the Class B? Buddy Holly, for the time being, I have to. Class B camper, hey Buff, Class B camper van prices are outrageous. I don't have the money to pay $125,000 for a Sprinter, Mercedes Sprinter van. I don't have $50,000 to put into a late model road trek. I don't have $25,000 to put into an older road trek. I'm not saying, the people that always had the idea of, I don't piss money away. Okay. Yeah, I've been generous to people on YouTube. I've made donations where I can. But, once you hang up your working career, then you got to be a little more careful with, I ain't 65 and I ain't going to be drawing Social Security till I'm 70 years old. Okay. Whatever the latest that you can do. How you doing? How you doing, love? And if I've missed anybody else, I apologize. Hey, Sophia. So right now the money's just not there. You can either put money into the camper van and sit on a Walmart parking lot, or you can just make do with the van I have now, which Jen and I have doubled up in that before. Okay. I can be comfortable if the weather permits. If not, I can bag into a hostel or something like that. It's not going to be a huge issue, but I don't have money to drop on or to be wasteful. So right now, unfortunately, the reality is the RV is off the table. Yeah, it's very expensive right now. Living on the road is outrageous. We're in a time where there's a lot of money flying around. Interest rates are low. There's cheap money gagging the system now. I mean, I've told you before in Vegas, they want to pop some of these room rates up to $1,000 with some of these big events coming in. Come on. Really? Just the ridiculousness of that. Even when you go to an RV park, they want $40, $50, $70 a night, $125 a night in San Diego if you're going to be on Mission Bay. Okay, with a 50 amp hookup. It's very, very expensive. Yeah, Colleen, it's ridiculous. There you go. There you go, Mouse Toes. I think I just have good health and I don't, I feel like for me it makes sense to delay. Taking, that's fine. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But, the good thing about places like Vegas or LA, you can always sniff out a deal. I'm not a highfalutin person. I went to the Bacchanal buffet at Caesar's Palace one time many years ago to celebrate, took my daughter down to Vegas to celebrate her 21st birthday. We went to the top of the Rio, the Voodoo Club, and did the Bacchanal buffet. I don't remember being particularly struck by the fact that it was all that awesome or whatever, but people tell me it was, so I go with it. Yeah, you're street smart, D. You got no problem. See, I can't, you're a perfect choo-choo partner. And that's right, Mouse Toe, is the Little Rascal 2 is the perfect vehicle for stealth. It just looks like a utility vehicle. Slap a couple magnetic signs on the side, mechanical and electrical consulting, government, industry, business, and you're good to go anywhere in the nation, right? That's great, Colleen. How you doing, Mama 4? I wish you get a taser. Yeah, it's good. Like I said, we got to sense that. So, I got great people. David Guns taking time. I like David a lot. He takes time to really key in. If he thinks that you need something or are looking at something, he's been very helpful to me. Anytime he comes across a Class B, an ad or something like that, he's been extremely helpful. I now want to free these people up from this exercise. Now, I'm a patient person. I can wait. Okay, I can definitely wait till the right thing comes along. I'm like a batter standing at the plate. I can stand there for a long time, wait till the right pitch comes over the plate. Just look them over. How you doing, Kat? Nice to see you. look them over, look them over, look them over until the right one comes along. Until now, I'd rather take some of the money that I was going to spend and, you know, for me, you know, live in cheap hotels. I don't really care as long as they don't get infested with bed bugs. Be very careful, just the limited gear I take into the hotel and then pack out. And also hostels. Why hostels? Because I'm an extremely sociable person. I don't care if there's 16 bunk beds in a room. I don't give a flying. You know, if I'm up on the, you know, I'm up on the bottom, so I got a whiz in the middle of the night. Well, you know the story. You know, got to go down and crawl over all that. So I'm a very, and also people, you know, Andrea, I talked to her on the phone. Andrea W. on the town. I hear you, Liberty. You got to be careful. Andrea, hey, how you doing, Amanda May? Hello, Addie. You know, there are a lot of people have offered, hey, you can park in the driveway and use a shower, or you can sofa surf, whatever. You know, I got an extra bedroom. That's been wonderful. Going to see Andrea W. I was talking to her up in Michigan today. Looking forward to that. There's going to be a lot. Hey, Debbie. So, you know, you'll be depending, but that's what makes it fun. You roll into town. Debbie Areola near Wichita. Hey, Rosie, come on in. You know. And, you know, give you a little guidance and a little comfort, because I'll tell you guys, RV parks, they're crazy. They're crazy. Think about how limited they are now. Think in your neighborhood, and many of you live in very nice neighborhoods. You have nice homes. You've worked very hard. You should be proud of what you have. But imagine 3 blocks or 2 blocks away, you know, you might have a big vacant piece of land. Well, I'm going to put an RV park in there. You know, whoa. that zoning hearing will be overflowing. You know what I'm saying? No, everybody and his dog will be in there, and they ain't going to be clapping their hands like this is going to be the best thing that ever happened in the neighborhood. This is going to take those property values and shoot those things through the roof, right? They're going to be in there doing everything except lighting the tar pitch torches and coming in with the pitchforks, right? So as a result, the existing RV parks really have people by the nuts, especially in big cities. Okay, and they are taking full of Debbie Lynn. How you doing? Yeah, Colleen's like, I remember when KO was $10 a night. Now look at the Petaluma KOA. It's 40 miles outside of San Francisco. It's in wine country. Got a nice pool and stuff, but I don't know, 55, 85 bucks a night. It's insane. So, hey, Indy, for my purposes right now, that's why Little Rascal is so perfect, because it just, nobody can ever imagine that somebody's living in the van. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not, I don't want to be in a tin can roasting in a fucking desert where, you know, it's 95 degrees at 12 a.m. You know what I mean? But, you know, got to bop into a hotel or something like that. Hello, Andrew. Yeah, Silver Surfer said we hardly go to RV parks, Elks, sometimes for hookups when we want to run air or heat. See, if you were a member of the Elks Club, man, that's perfect. I remember in Honolulu, Hawaii, on the beach in Waikiki Beach, just north, I guess it's just west of just east of what they call the groin there, or the wall that goes out made of rocks. There's a damn Elks Club there. Okay, and if you were a member of the Elks, man, you just pull up, you got a parking spot, and you got a damn beach. And other Elks clubs, I don't know if any of you remember Rufus and Doofus when, you know, he died, Pablo or whatever the hell his name is, but he would hook up at Elks clubs and things like that. No, Amanda May, I don't got the money for that right now. I just don't have it. You know, I wish I could, but I'm not gonna get fucked over forking over 25,000 for RV with 150,000 miles on it. So yeah, you can be, that's exactly right. Let's see, Cobra John said an RV park was proposed by a property owner, closed down. About 200 around there said no, it's shut down. I mean, there's no chance. There's no chance. Because when you say RV park, what's everybody thinking? Friday night at the RV park, let's open that beer and hoot and holler. Let's get the cops in there, right? You know, we know. I've been in RV parks, and it gets lit up. People get to drinking, they're on holiday, and sometimes you're packed in there tight, and you have fire pits, and people lose their mind. And Amanda May, you know, he's down in Florida there. Even in nice parks that you were in down there, they were still hooting and hollering and cutting up down there, and it's a pain in the ass. So, you know, that's just the realities of shit. Yeah, Monterey Elks has pool, gym view. Yeah, they all do. I was looking at a hostel down there today. So I don't mind hostels. I don't mind being with a lot of people. I'm a very sociable kind of person, and I play much younger than my age, which is okay. Yeah, Little Rascal's fun. You can have it. You don't have all the expense, particularly when I head down to California coast. Hopefully before Terror comes, I'll have a chance to do a little bit of that. Monterey, Santa Cruz, Salinas, down that way. Yeah, it was a very nice RV park, but it was loud and crazy at times. It was. Amanda May. Dory says, I don't miss living in the RV park in Jacksonville. It was fun all the time and very yeah, it's always a permanent holiday on a lot of places. If Missy Jenn was joining me, I would not, you know, if I had a really nice Class B camper van or a road trek, that'd be a different story or something like that. But she's got like less than zero interest in traveling around in RVing. It's Missy Jenn. It's not her dream. She enjoys the quiet times and all that. She would go along sometime on a short gig or something that was cross country just to get someplace, but not for the long term. We're home where you can use their driver. Oh, thanks. That's very sweet. You know, I don't know, Dill Rogers. I never stopped in one. You know, there are more 55 plus RV parks. It seems to me it's more like 55 plus trailer parks, right? I've never seen a 55 plus RV park. I don't know, but I've certainly sure as hell seen many 55 plus mobile home parks around. They ain't really a hell of a lot better too, some of these things, because some of the conditions are horrendous. Like there was one place when I was down, we were looking around for a park for Amanda May to move the honey into. And we went to something that looked like out of a witch's fairy tale, man, with some old 1930s style gabled roof office with an old clock that looked like it stopped running in 1935, you know, up on the outside, red glowing thing, and the bitch working in the office coming out there. What do you want? You know, what do you want, Freddie? What do you want? I was like, whoa, you got a Budweiser for me? Yeah, that's it. You can sleep between me and Tony. Oh, you'll love that, Debbie. You'll love that. Yes, it's mostly trail. I mean, I don't even remember what the hell the name of that park was. It was horrendous in Largo there. I don't know what the hell it was. It's spooky, swampy. All you heard was, you know, like, fuck this. You know, that's it. So I might eventually end up doing some upgrades to Little Rascal to, you know, put a fantastic fan in and lay in an extra battery and just get a supplemental, you know, switching thing to switch to auxiliary battery and all that. So, but that's, you know, I just wanted to put that to rest. So anybody's looking for an RV for me, unless it's something exceptional, you know, there was that one down in Santa Cruz, a Road Trek 200, but it had, you know, they were selling it at a reduced price, $4,500, because, you know, the wiring harness burned up on it. You know, it's like this, your central nervous system just caught fire, right? I mean, you got to figure all the shit out, where it went. You got to basically rewire the whole rig. You know, what happened was they had some short, and it just fused all those 150 feeds into one block of metal, you know, all screwed up. So not my cup of tea. So as far, hey Cassidy, now on to I wanted to talk about future travel and adventures here too. Some people, like I said at the beginning, some people are getting the idea now that things are changing on the channel and that travel is going to be an extremely big theme here, which is going to be. The time here is maybe going to be 40%, and the time on the road is going to be about 60%. Up in Fortune on the river, the KOA is $28. Yeah, just for a tent site, you know. That's why I say, like D-Dub's out there, he's close to the ground, you know, he swings a tent in, he just gets on BLM land, cooking up some chicken tortilla soup. Man, that sounds good, good, good. Yeah, you know, bean sprouts here, my daughter, she got caught in a tornado today, believe it or not. Holy shit, you know. And I immediately texted her back, "Are you okay?" And she had a little bit of awning damage and stuff. But geez, I mean, you know, trailer parks, RV parks, and tornadoes don't go well together. Let's put two and two together. That's the last damn place that you want to happen. But I'm glad you're okay. You know, I'm glad you weren't hurt. And hey, Robert, how you doing? Making pizza today. All right. Do a video, Robert. Yep, handsome Robert in the house. Might see handsome Robert again on Saturday down there. So, but the traveling is going to be low to the ground. I think it's going to be a fun experience to be low-end motels, hosteling. Like I said, the most colorful and interesting people in my life that I've ever met have never been rich people. Don't hate me. Don't fire in the hate mail if you're a multimillionaire. And Rosie, you never met me. Okay. I know. I'm going to apologize beforehand. Okay. And tell you, I don't know you. But it seems to me that the lower you go down the socioeconomic scale, the more colorful and diverse life becomes. People become more strategic in the way they live. People become more creative in the way they live. People become, they do some amazingly wild stuff that'll shock you and get by in life. You know, they know where all the deals are. They can, I'm not saying, look, I'm never going to eat in a homeless kitchen. People said, Rosie, I got, you know, this lady in Ohio sent me a map of soup kitchens of America. She said, this might be pretty good to review for those travelers on the road that are interested in free soup kitchens. Like, holy fuck. You know, she said, could you please do a series on soup kitchens in America? Here's something that somebody put together of all the in all the 50 states of the soup kitchens and stuff. And I'm thinking, holy shit, you know, can you imagine that? The natives would really go crazy, right? Reviewing the soup kitchen. Yeah, start with Santa Rosa and then take it from there on. Yeah, do that nice review. Yeah, Bean Sprout, I'm glad you're saying we'll be doing school lunch tours and things like that. But anyway, I'm always impressed with how creative people are. How you doing, Nathan? Yeah, be good content, Kat. Well, we'll see. You know, I don't have anything against hot dogs and mystery meats and all spam. It's all good to me. I mean, if it's like, yeah, it's better than a map of porta potties. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I don't want to game the system, because I always think there's somebody that definitely needs that, and I would never want to take a seat that someone in really genuine need. That's the only thing that would hold me back from doing something like that. You know, is my conscience would not permit me. Unless I got an invitation from one of my street pals, hey, let's go get some lunch. Okay, you know. There's Andrea. Nice to talk to you on the phone today, Andrea. Oh, thank you, Nathan. I really appreciate it. So lots of adventures coming up here, and a good opportunity. I'm really glad that I got my ducks in a row and can travel. Missy Jenn seems to be very strong on the uptake. She's even taken me over to get a burger at Denny's tonight. That's very sweet of her to do that. So I'm going to be tomorrow I have my appointment. I got my paperwork today. I got my appointment at the passport place to get that done. And because I got to be able to go into Canada at the end of June. I'll be passing through up in Michigan, Des Moines, Chicago, Detroit, all up through Michigan. And then over into Toronto. Sit and cat. Do you really want soup kitchen? No, I don't want that, kitten cat. I don't want that. I don't mind the ghetto chuchin because that's something that well, it's the life I grew up in. So it's not. Yeah, we'll be 21 next month. So it's not the kind of thing, kitten cat, that I wanna. I know the limits of my conscience when it comes to using public or private sources to sustain myself. It's not what they're designed for. They're not designed for a traveler on the road to be coming in and availing himself or herself of a soup kitchen. I'm very, very aware of that fact. Now, maybe once in a blue moon, something comes down. It's like, hey, they don't care if anybody, they always have so much shit, and there's not that many people to go down there. It's a different story, Your king was having lunch, a greasy beef sandwich on you today. Yeah. Billy, did you send me that visit today? He just said yesterday, Elvis just said yesterday, Marshall said he was going to stay off of that. Shit, the greasy Italian, you're tearing your guts up, man. You're just clogging your arteries. You're going to have problems. You better get out there and start walking a lot, Get a fucking salad out of the supermarket, prepared salad. Eat it. Get some fruit. Get some fiber. You're heading for a crack up health wise. I'm telling you. Okay, and that ain't no joke. Okay, I mean I care. The biggest risk these people when you become a van dweller, that your world becomes very small. And you become lethargic, your sleep schedule starts to change, and instead of getting up at 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, you find yourself getting up at noon, 1 a.m., and then by the time you get yourself rousted and cleaned up, it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Then you have something to eat, and the rest of the world's already done a full day. It's like the old Army commercial said, we do more in a day, we do more before noon than most people do in a day. And it's, absolutely, Nathan. So, it's just the reality of stuff that you better turn it around now. You're still young enough in your 30s that the damage is pretty much reversible. Okay. But I'll tell you what, the lifestyle, it's just one of the advantages of being older is you don't sleep that well. Okay, it's very rare that a person my age, I had a great 8 hours sleep or whatever. If you toss, you turn, you get a couple hours here and there and a couple more hours and you clunk it together and you got 4 or 5 hours. How you doing, Cesar? Yeah, I mean, if I could stress this, it's so critical. If you want to be there for the long haul, you've absolutely positively have got to get exercise worked into your regimen. You got to lose weight and you've got to increase the exercise. Okay, because like if you see D and I in Vegas, I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, we're banging chili dogs from the Coney Island, but it's okay. You know why? Because we just burned off 6 million calories in the evening, chomping around and walking. It all balances out. If you want to eat a lot, exercise a lot. If you don't want to exercise a lot, don't eat a lot. Okay, keep things simple. Uber Goober, how you doing, baby doll? Thank you. Oh, you like the leopard print? That's great, Cesar. Your graduation gift should be coming any moment now. Yeah, it's just one of those facts of life. Sleeping is much more, there's aches and pains and, mattresses. When you're young, when you're young, you look at the commercials on TV for mattresses and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I got to have my sleep comfort bed. His side goes up. I can be flat, right? sit a martini glass on there and not spill it, jumping up and down. I'm like, what the hell, man? You know? You know, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You should only, well, that's a good idea, Sweet Louie. Only eat when you're hungry. Exactly. We become creatures of habit and we don't modify our diets and things according to our metabolic rate slows down as we get older. Even somebody exercises a lot like me, so that's right. So by the time we're like done chooching at 2 a.m., it's like, yeah, we'll snap down a few dogs and it's all good. You know, we're not worried about it. The next morning, just have coffee. Maybe go over to Denny's, have the short, you know, the $4 special. Y'all love that. Hey, Tasha, how you doing, babe? Y'all love that when I get the $4 special at Denny's. But what the hell's wrong with it, huh? Let me ask Amanda May. She ain't loaded with money. What do you think, Amanda May? You think a $4 special at Denny's is a horrific thing? They give you 2 eggs done the way you want. They give you 2 pieces of bacon or sausage, and they give you 2 pancakes for 4 clams. You know, what the hell? That's what I'm saying, Joe King. I can't believe talking about not going to eat the greasy stuff and then slopping down that Italian beef and all that stuff. So, okay, you know, so I'm not. You better tend to that shit, Marshall. You better tend to that shit ASAP. You know, I'll have to just come out and do a rant. You know, I'll probably do a rant tonight on your health picture to startle you a little bit. I don't know if you've had your cholesterol checked and all that shit, you know, but the Mediterranean diet, you better get back to, you know. Yeah, there you go, Cassidy. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I told people we're doing a Denny's breakfast, and holy shit, you would have thought that we robbed Fort Knox or something. Like, holy hell, did you just see what we got for $4? You cannot afford to just, hey, Fourscore, to just eat big and expect your travel funds to last. You know, and I sure as hell don't count on people, you know, supporting and tipping along. Hey, that's on me. You know, hey, if I provide good content, well, that's a different story. But to be out there on the daily and say, I'm here, feed me, like you're something out of Little Shop of Horrors, Seymour, well, that's a different story, you know. That doesn't fly. I don't think Marshall is in here this morning. Yeah, it's a good deal for $4. I mean, I can't bitch about it. You know, the $2 deals are rip off. You get 1 piece of French toast or something. I don't know what the hell it was. You know, raw egg. No problem, Amanda. Yeah, I'll tell you how the deal's gas price. Well, you know, it's like they were talking about eating a gas station brownie. I mean, Amanda May used to talk about, she used to go over to the Circle K across from her park and get this fucking brownie or whatever. It tasted good. You know, it did the job. It filled her up. I mean, I don't need to have fancy stuff. Yeah, I need to have I got an electric teapot. I'm going to repack, not for this trip, but gradually I'm going to clear the van out and then repack for just the essentials, you know. 1 pot, 1 pan, a couple dishes, you know, just take it real basic. I don't want to haul a lot of shit. Barbie girl, how you doing, beautiful? So I'll definitely have that Cassidy for sure. Yeah, the market basket cheesesteak. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. All it drips off these. I don't know. Want to know what slides out. The bunny, how you doing? I don't want to know what slides out the other end. You know, I just, yeah, the fabled brownie and all that stuff. So don't expect to see a lot of, you know, high-end restaurant reviews and things like that. Expect to see a lot of salads and a lot of things like that when I'm on the road. Yeah, doing laundry, it's a fact of life, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be repacking the van for travels and pulling out your shit after a year and a half of the van. I know what to take and what not to take. But sometimes here's something else I'm going to say too. There's a false economy in cooking yourself sometimes. By the time, especially this day and age, especially in things like some food vendors, they're so competitive. It's like Bobby and I, we hit the McDonald's at just outside of Bakersfield. They got the 2 McDoubles for $3. I mean, what the hell? Are you going to really buy the ground beef and fire it up and buy the hot dog rolls and do all the prep and then cooking it and then cleaning it up? You know, really? I'm going back on the road Sunday. I'm going to be gone for a week. So, yeah, coupons, all that kind of stuff. You know, over 55, the blue plate. The early bird special. Hey, Vinny's open come burgers and more zero going on. He's willing involved. Yeah, I'm not kid and cat. I'm off of that like a dirty shirt. You know, I'm done with that. The horrendous messages that I received when I was in Las Vegas from said person, I'm done with that. Not going to comment on it, not going to acknowledge it. I finally came to the conclusion that whatever you do for that person, you're only good as the last thing that you did for that person. I'm not one to drag people. I'm not one to belittle people. I'm one to pray for people and hope that they get help in life. But I'll be goddamn if I'm going to have any more contact with that person again. Because no matter what I do, shit blows up in my face. And I'll tell you what, you know, well, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to take the higher road and not go there to discuss the request that I received from said person. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But let's just say I'm done. You know, I do very few panel hangouts anymore. Don't buy Dollar Tree food. Everything's made of modified corn. Yeah, I'm pretty selective. But thank you, Dory Lynn. But you can get up how much of your fruit is good for canning. We don't really do a lot of canning, Miss Noah. We want to donate a lot to as we continue to up our output as we approach a ton of fruit a year. We want to be donating significant amounts of that to shelters and other food banks and things like that. Yeah, really, really the worst. I got trolls that hate my guts. I got a zillion trolls know my phone number. I get up every day and I've got, you know, wild ass messages, but nothing on the order of what this person texts. And I know it's because of the alcohol, the infusion, and I'm just going to leave it to that. I'm not going to mention the name on here. You know who I'm talking about, but yeah, I mean, don't be here then, kit and cat. Don't be here then. You know, but, you know, I'm just going to say this. Some people come on the BOYT. They'll see a Elvis. They'll see a Rosie. They'll see people getting support. You know, they'll see people getting tips. They'll see people getting money. And they'll just want to jump to they'll want to, it's like if you're driving, you ever see those assholes, you're driving behind them, you come to an intersection and there's a gas station and you want to turn right. Well, the person in front of you wants to turn right too, but they don't want to wait for the light to turn green. The asshole cuts across through the gas station, loops all through and around because they can't wait another 15 seconds for the light to change. It's the way I feel about people that just expect people to give money because they show up and ask for it. Fuck that. Okay? Fuck that. I'm very proud. People give a tip for content and stuff like that. I don't go to sleep at night and say, gee, did I really earn that? Was that, you know, could I have done something to fuck? No. You put in your 6 years, you put up 10,000 videos, you entertain people with something every morning for over 6 years straight, never missing a day. Because I'm having the time of my life. But do not come in here and say, because I'm here, I deserve to be supported because I show up at the factory every day. Well, you don't punch the clock. Okay. You don't produce any widgets. So go screw yourself. That's my bottom line. Yeah. I mean, I can't do it anymore. I got nothing against the guy personally. I wish him all the best in life. But you take somebody like D-Dub that's low to the ground, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that the guy is down to earth. He's got no expectations for anything. He's patiently waiting to get his hours up to get monetized and to do content and stuff. And this is a guy that will get support. Why? Because he brings content. Why? Because he's training to be a better street streamer. He'll buy better equipment. It's a virtuous circle of production. He'll be happier. The people will be happier. And it's somebody that you don't have to worry about. Gee, I bought D-Dub, whatever. I don't even know if I bought the guy anything. I mean, I bought him a couple of hot dogs and some beer, right? Big fucking deal. I don't have to worry about him the next day firing up a hangout and blasting me. Okay? I don't have to worry. We drink a lot, but we're happy drinkers, right? We're having fun. So big difference. Who do I want to hang out with? The choice is pretty obvious. Now I'm getting older. My days are more limited. I got to be very, I got to start, I don't want to say weeding out the bullshit, the stuff that's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. D-Dub is a fantastic guy. Okay, very, very mellow. We just play off of each other very well. It's a very symbiotic relationship. It's great. These are people, hey, Uff, how you doing, sweetie? These are the people that, I want to meet and hang out with. People like Andrea W. up in Michigan. I'd love to see Cassidy Hampton in South Carolina. Somebody's always, when shit goes negative, they're not going to go negative. You know what I mean? They're going to just be like, well, Cassidy's like, well, it's cocktail time. It's martinis. I'm going to go sit on the deck and look at the sunset. Or look at this. Yeah, I don't know. Look at the ocean. The sunset's behind her down there. Hey, Tiz, me, how you doing? I'm not going to be abused anymore. I'm not going to allow myself to be abused anymore. That's done. That's done. You think if you listen to people like Kit and Kat early on, and I vehemently disagree with her about him or her about Elvis and stuff, but the people that want to stomp you into the ground and things, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. At least I have laughs with Elvis, and we know each other after all these years. Our relationship is very well defined. He butters his own bread and does his own bullshit and realizes the price that's to be paid for that. I have a totally different philosophy in life. It does not mean that we cannot hang out together. He is certainly a much better person than he was 2 years ago with all of the horrific shit that came down. And I will stand by that statement. Okay. Not perfect. Yeah. Life is short. Thank you, Morticious. Thank you, honey. So that's just being straight up honest, but I don't like to hear myself be dragged. And I sure as fuck don't like to get nasty messages that have no basis in rationale. They have no basis. They're just totally out of the blue. Why? Because you don't like it because people like what I do. Okay? That's the bottom line. You're too lazy. You find a million excuses to not do anything in a day. Well, if you don't put anything in, you don't get anything out. Right? You did not, what's the old nursery rhyme? You did not plant the corn. You did not water the corn. You did not weed the corn. You did not harvest the corn. You will not eat the corn. That's the bottom line. No, you haven't, Kit and Kat. Actually, you're and Joe King. I don't have any issue with, you'll never see Joe King or Kit and Kat be blocked in my side and my side chat. And there's a lot of shit that, well, some things I do that they're not on board with. I know that. But do they have a right to express their opinion and tell me what they want to tell me? Of course they do. You know, but I'm tired of the naked abuse. It's unwarranted. I'm better than that. And Elvis has never abused me. He's made sport of me on hangouts and stuff, but in Elvis's heart is not hate. Okay. Therein lies the big difference. Okay. You know, and that's it. I'll climb off of the soapbox now, but I'm fucking tired and I'm done. I'm done. It's another reason I don't really miss the panel hangouts too much. You know, I'm very happy. You know, I see, you know, I've been commenting on Coop's videos. He's coming into my streams now. You know, the quality people shall continue to rise. They will continue. They might have their little ups and downs in the road, but they will always find a way to come back again. But there's some people now, I don't want to find a way back with them. So that's it. How are you friends with it? He's found? No, because I've seen the distance he's traveled, Tasha, over the years, and I derive a lot of entertainment value out of that. So, you know, it's the choice I make, you know. And I see him doing things for business purposes, you know, not because he really believes that, but because he's got WWE brain. This idea, if he said like John Cena, I got to go negative to get popular. Okay. You know, if you think Elvis in real life chomps like that, you got, I mean, it's a totally different deal. You know, you're watching a TV show. You might as well be watching Good Times or something with J.J. Walker, you know. You bet, Pam. I'm glad you're doing good. Okay. Yeah, I'm sick in the head too. So is he. I know I'm sick in the head. A lot of us are. You know, we can't do the crazy shit I do and the internet presence without being some kind of affected idiot here. And I pretty much own that. Yeah, Tasha, it's true. I'll own that. You know, that's okay. Because at the end of the day, I'm really not that much anyway. So, oh, Bunny said my first husband chomped like that. That's the kind of guy that mysteriously dies in his sleep. It's the pillow over. And Lazy's the person who designed a Japanese flag. That's fucking funny. What it just drop a red circle. I'm surprised, Jen. No country's just adopted just a white flag. Hey Simon, how you doing, babe? How you doing? The white flag or the black flag, you know. Hey Vanessa, how you doing, baby doll? It is getting boring. It is getting repetitive, and it's very true, Joe King. You have to keep advancing your game on YouTube. Okay, you have to, you know, if you want to grow a channel, you have to grow your content. You have to do stuff. So how you doing, Harvey? Nice to see you, sweetie. Hope you're doing good. For me, I just don't care. It's not, you know, Uber goobers. Oh my God. You know, but now we do the travels and things, and there's a big divergence in the things that we enjoy doing in travel. I'm not going to sit around a goddamn Walmart parking lot, parked all day with nothing to do. You know, I'd go out of my mind if I did that. We're entirely different people when it comes to wanting to get every bit of life, suck every bit of life out of everything. So, you know, is it fun to imagine, you know, Elvis and me and maybe Amanda May and some other your favorite kooky characters on YouTube, Tasha, saying, oh, you know, Kat and everybody all swirled together in a real streaming house? Of course it is. It's a fucking hoot, you know. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, that's funny, Cassie. That's good content. Oh, all right, Colleen, excellent. I haven't been using the gimbal on my streams for the plain and simple reason that if I have a gimbal, it blocks my port for the charging in it. Therefore, I have to just use the stabilization that's built into the camera. So yeah, it'd be a lot of fun, Amanda May. You get your kookiest characters on YouTube and you get them together, and that's fun. These are not people that are camera shy. They don't give a damn about being on camera. Yeah, we're sitting around courtside staring at the dirt. Did a weed just go by? Well, that's our excitement for the day, Paul. That was funny as fuck. Why didn't you see that tumbleweed go by? Yeah, damn, he decided that motherfucker going down there. Yeah, I got to catch up, Harvey. I'm still back looking at. I got to see Uber Goober stream about what chafed her today. I got a million freaking things. Welcome back, D. I got a million freaking things that I've got to see. So I'm just saying I'm not going to be a person to sit around. I'll go to courtside. I'll go to the RTR just for the entertainment value. But I'm not going to be in the regimented zone where we can't have music and we can't drink and Rosie can't shake or the ladies get all a flutter. Ooh, I want to be out on the BLM land, where people are throwing rotten eggs at each other and, right, that kind of shit. Well, I got way behind on watching Harvey I'm still catching up on people's streams that were when I was in Vegas and shit. How much Velvo's band rebuilding? I'm not committed to any of that. It depends on what my schedule is, Kit Kat. See, I mean, Elvis has sucked a lot of the juice out of his adventures have been going on for years. Mine haven't. While he's been out doing his styling and profiling, I've been feet hitting the floor at 5 a.m. for 46 years and working. Well, that's done now. Now it's my time. So my time is extremely valuable. I figure I got 10 years to comfortably travel. Then it's like sitting in a condo or a Class A RV somewhere. Okay, but I got 10 years to hit it real hard. I'm not sure if I want to take a month to 6 weeks and chunk it out of the schedule. I want to have my holiday time from October 31st, Halloween. You guys know I love to decorate, get the Rancho going, enjoy Missy Jenn, Thanksgiving, Boston, Janet, fishing, all that shit. And then Christmas time comes. And these things are a big deal to me. And I want to be here. I want to be enjoying the season and then be able to pile out of here in January. I'm not sure if a rebuild fits into that schedule. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Oh, hell no, Uber Goober lady. It's impossible. Only one person really offended me recently in an enormous way, and I've written that person off. I don't care anymore. Okay? Yeah, I'll still be rocking at 70. I mean, I don't mind doing it if I think that I can derive enjoyment out of engineering and, raising the floor and having a shower of, dropping a nice shower pan in, and just because it's a craftsmanship thing to me. That'd be the only reason why. Because I think the challenge of the plumbing and the redoing the electrical, and it'd be fascinating. Now, maybe that jives with holiday time because, you're not doing something every day. Oh, hell no, Uber Goober. I love you. You're one of the most fascinating and riveting people on YouTube. You got a mouthpiece on you. So So we'll just see. We'll just see. You gotta squeeze life out like a sponge, and the older you get, you can either go two ways. You can just find your entertainment within, or you can finally let loose your real passion, which to me is people, and just be totally out and outlandish and in life, and that's it. You know, flying a fucking helicopter, maybe parachuting, I don't know. You talk about flying wig. Woo! Hi Vicky, how you doing, honey? Better get that staple gun and staple that son of a bitch down, right? So no, I'm just glad to see Harvey popping. You know, Harvey's got a right to be here. I like it when Harvey moderates his attention on the BOYT and things, because it's, you know, it's very easy to go down the rabbit hole of fighting with very experienced people like Jews that have been here forever. And a lot of us have ridiculously thick skin to the point of being disappointing, the insensitivity and stuff. And I own that. You lay one. Oh, I know that. I know that, kitten cat. I know that. I know that. Yeah, I'm just thinking, Colleen, I'm looking at these helicopters whizzing around the stratosphere, and they're running close to each other. And I know I know some of these cats have had a little bracer to go up and, you know. Hey, did you see that? No, did you see the fucking helicopter? Tragically, in Las Vegas today, a Santa Rosa tourist has died in a helicopter ride. Routinely for thousands of people, ended in tragedy for one Rosie O'Kelly, as her pilot, apparently under the influence of alcohol, flew at an unallowed height outside of the stratosphere, unaware that approaching him was a F-18 rocket. Well, tragically, yes, it happened. I'm not going up in a fucking helicopter. You know, I'm not gonna, I don't know, Mark. I ain't like that way. You know, I'm not like that, much less tandem jumping with some asshole on the way down, hooked onto him, and I smell beer breath, right? And I'm like, did you just pull the cord? It's like, yeah. I said, well, nothing fucking happened. What's plan B? Oh, we got a reserve chute. Well, where's that? Oh, fuck. I forgot to pack it. Here, have a drink on the way down. It's all good till you hit the ground. Okay, bro. Yeah, there you go, trigger chimp. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, no way, Lee. I mean, it's just too fucked up. I mean, you got people, these fucking helicopter pilots live worse than I do. If the pilot was training them, that's what I'm saying, Joe King. There ain't no way a guy that had military training on a chopper that was under fire that could actually coax that goddamn thing down in emergency, as opposed to the dick that just says, I'm just a Vegas helicopter pilot. I'll be like, asshole, get out of the way. At least let me have a shot at the fucking controls. You know, all that shit's a trigger for me. I'm not gonna put myself into it. All right, let's get on to the boy drama, Rama. I'm not gonna get into it. Okay, this is my bottom line. It seems like increasing numbers of people will text me in the day and say, you got to jump into the fray. You got to weigh in on this stuff and on this drama, this stuff between Lindy and Kat. I've never met Lindy in my life before, and I'm just going to put this out, and I'm just going to put it out straight. Okay, I have no axe to grind. Okay, I know Lindy has probably banned me off of her chat, which is her right to do so. It's her channel, because she, had seen me in Dave's chat, and that's fine. That's her right to do so. I'm always a person that's hopeful about the future, that things change for the better and things calm down, and there's a brighter sort of future ahead. But at the end of the day, it's her right, just like it's Colleen's right, or Lee, Missouri, or Vicky, or Uber Goober, to pull the trigger on anybody at any time and say, you know what? We're done. I don't like the way you operate. I don't like the shit that you do. And, you know, you're not welcome to be on my streams anymore. There's quite a few people's, not quite, there's a few streams I'm blocked out of. It's fine. It's their right to do so. Not everybody has my opinion that, you know, just let it rip in the chat as long as you're not tearing other people to pieces within the chat. I don't care what you say about me, you know. But other people, they do care. Everybody was raised differently. You know, Kat did a video. We weren't all raised the same way, and I think we got to remember that on BOYT. Some of you guys have very, very high standards. And at the other end of the spectrum is me, where, well, I get down and grovel. It's like mud wrestling and oil wrestling in the pits. It's not gonna ruin my day, but some of you wisely, hey, say this, I go this low and I don't go any lower. I don't know Lindy. I never met Lindy. But I do know this. When it comes to her relationship with me, I've noticed that, you know, because I've communicated to her privately and was supportive when her mom, you know, I got a dad that's 90. There's a lot of things we have in common, or had in common, when her mom was still alive. She was nothing but gracious to me in her communications with me. At no point in time has she ever been nasty. At no point in time. The one time that I was a little offended about something, I went directly to her and I talked to her about it. She said, well, this was, you know, you said this or you said that, which could very well be. You know, you get a few drinks under your belt. But she didn't go off on me, you know, and I was able to express my opinion. Okay. So that's basically the totality of my relationship. Okay. I don't know about, you know, I'm the kind of person, if somebody tells me something, call me stupid. I believe what they tell me. If she says I have grandbabies, I say congratulations to you and enjoy them. At no point in my life do I feel like it's my business to go beyond to what would I say, to test the validity. And sometimes it can come to an extreme with people showing up at people's houses outside their doors. That's taking it too far. Yes, it's a free country. It may not be against the law. But what I'm trying to say is, for the people that are asking me to pick up the hammer and start hammering on this person because it's perceived that I'm on Team Dave. I'm not that kind of person. I have no basis to do that. Okay, my one-on-one relationship with this person has been satisfactory to me. Do I enjoy all the back and forth and the hangouts and the periscopes? Not really. I specifically got rid of the Periscope app because I thought it was very, how can I say this? I thought it was very emotionally draining, because if you couldn't get somebody on YouTube, man, you could just open up on Periscope. You could really let shit fly. And it went to a level that I didn't like. I think I put up maybe 2 scopes a year and a half ago, and that was it. I just closed it out. I had no more interest. It's not the kind of person I am. Okay. So, you know, I guess the bottom line is, although she might have a problem with some people that are friendly with me, it's not my battle. Okay. I think I have a right to just preserve the relationship that I do have, as tenuous as it is. And, you know, I think as honest it is right now between us. Now, on the other side of the coin, I'm not going to go after Kat either. You know, I can't tell you how many people, you got pictures of Kat. You got, you know, what was she like? Please fucking tell me that you had a camera around. Rosie, you always got a camera on your ass everywhere. You got something. Thank you, Carla. I'm not that kind of person. You know, Kat and I have had also our rocky road, really rocky road, really rocky road. Yeah, but we managed to come back together again. And then when you meet somebody in real life, it puts a different spin on things. Okay. I haven't always had the very best relationship with Kat. I've been hurt, as I'm sure she's felt hurt. As she expressed with the limousine ride, that didn't happen with me in it. You know, you get little glimpses into how people feel about you and feelings. And I'm a very insensitive person a lot of times. I think everybody's got the thick skin, like, you know, we're just a baseball. Fuck off. You know, I'll pitch tomorrow. So, you know, I'm just putting this out here. No, that's what I'm saying, Kat. I've not said that. You know, I'm not the kind of person to go into a situation because somebody has a preconceived idea of what somebody looks like, much less berate anybody for the way they look. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm very happy with the way I look. I'm very glad in life, you know, that I enjoy good health. But, you know, I guess my bottom line is whatever happened, and I have the track record to prove it, I'm not going to be the kind of person that ever turns on somebody. Okay, because it's not my battle. I just saw somebody that's in a lot of pain with a lot of the light of publicity shed on a very, 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 very private portion of life. And I also know that lawyers spin up things because you always throw your hardest pitch. And then it's the judge that slows down the pitch and says, whoa, you know, I hear this day in, day out. Let's cut to the reality of it now. We don't really know. And again, it's not my business to tear into things like that. Am I happy that I met Kat? Of course I am. Was she gracious to me? Of course she was. Was she forgiving when she was perceived that she was slighted with the limousine ride? I never even knew it till later when I saw the periscope, not the periscope, but her hangout. I'm like, oh, fuck. Rosie, you've done it again. So it's disappointing. I know some people are disappointed with that. But I'm just saying, you know, we had a good time down there. And I just cannot jump into this kind of fray because it is so intensely personal and so intensely private that on the daily, now I know on the other side, Lindy's perception and her reality of, you know, phone calls that are made to family members. A lot of bad shit goes on the BOYT. I'm not forgiving anything. I'm saying it's not my business. And I think most of the people on the BOYT, they might watch the drama, but they still have a heart. They still hope at the end of it that maybe everybody comes out of it a little better with some kind of understanding, something down the road or not. So it's just my way of just saying, I just plan on not being involved. If you're nice to me, as usual, I'll be nice to you. But you know, the person I had a real big falling out with, I have real grounds to be done with it forever. Neither one of these people has ever, you know, taken it to that level. Okay. So that's just my bottom line. Everything, I think, for people will work out in the end. The judge will have to decide what's going on. It's really, to me, yeah, things are in the public domain, but, you know, do I choose to go there? Well, some people do. It's their right to do so. And I cannot tell them that they're wrong. You know, but I can say it's not something that I want to pick up. It's not something I want to read. I just want to look you into your eye to eye, and judge you in person if we meet. So I'll look at the side chat. I just wanted to get that out because you know, it's been horrific the last couple of days. Okay, and I'm not anybody here to have any kind of opinion about it. Many think you have to pick a side. It's not to watch for yourself. Many behave. Yeah, and I don't do that stuff. You know, if I meet you in person, our relationship's going to be pretty set. It's going to take a lot to pull that kind of relationship apart. You know, even Coop and I we pulled apart a bit in January, but gradually, you know, we start to put the toothpaste back in the tube a little bit. So, well, I think so, Susie. I do think that there's some donations that are given in the spirit of trolling. I observed that from one person. Somebody who I've observed is a very passive aggressive type of troll that I think gives a donation in the intent of clawing it back. Okay, it's far different from the person who says, you know, I'm taking it back because I feel differently about things. Okay, but that's the way that person chooses to enjoy YouTube. So yeah, the last one was McCann. I'm with you. I don't like the negative. Yeah, the negative tone has been brutal. You know, I think it's just been as bad as it can be. Yeah, Sean, you're stuck with me. Hey, Sparky. Yeah, I think ultimately a judge is going to decide. I certainly in no way, shape, or form think that Kat is going to end up destitute on the side of the road. I believe that she will eventually offer people the chance that have stood with her if they choose to be paid back, to give them that option. I firmly believe that. Evil Wave, stay tuned, my friend, my sweet, wonderful friend, Evil Wave in the chat. Glad you made it back safe. Wow, what a trip. Stay tuned. It all starts again on Sunday. Yeah, just Andrea, I can't go to that. I cannot do that. But then again, I don't have that time at the wheel that these two have. You know, I mean, goddamn, it's like who can put the story together? I mean, wow, not me. I just don't blindly put somebody down, and I just don't blindly praise somebody. Yep. That's what I say. If you know, like I said the other day, if somebody wants their money back, well, I pledge to give it back as soon as I can. That's it. I don't want any bad feeling. I don't, as the Chinese would say, I don't want any bad feng shui attached to that. I'm happy to have that back in your hand. It's the more way anyway. Yeah, it'll all be anticlimactic. It'll be settled. They'll walk out of the courtroom. They'll put their lives together, and that'll be it. But I'll tell you, the experience is here. Everybody else better. You know, everything comes out on the BOYT. I certainly know that. Kat knows that. It all comes out in living color. So if you're going to sling shit, be prepared that, you know, you could be next and spin the big wheel of misfortune. Right? Going to be a surprise, Evil Wave. I think you guys are going to be very surprised where I'm heading off to Sunday. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. I am going to upload the vintage audio electronic trips. Only stop by streaming and joining. Yeah, that's good, Harvey. You know, your experience is so typical of what I've seen since 2015. Somebody comes into the BOYT, they hit their first hangout, they get a lot of attention, they think everything's all good and happy face and hunky-dory. They start to share their life and start to stream. And then they're going to find out that they're not in Disneyland. You know, this is not a Walt Disney fucking movie here. Okay. And then the shit starts to go bad. Thank you, Silver Surfer. And then, you know, they get kind of sucked in. I mean, it's a very fascinating place. The BOYT, everybody from the drama community, almost everybody just stumbled in, has been like, God damn, this place is really fascinating. The BOYT, you know, we thought drama was kooky. This BOYT is like, you know, it's like, geez, you got trannies, you got beggars, you got, I mean, it's like a whole, this is a whole, like a whole reality TV show that just never ends. I mean, how many people have told you I canceled the cable, right? Why do I need that? I can turn into this kooky shit every day. Yeah, you must be bored shitless now, Harvey. That's funny as fuck. Yeah, maybe Kat and Lindy can go on The Bachelorette. Bob Eubanks. It's the dating game. We got two lovely contestants today. Let's pick two lovely gentlemen out from the BOYT. Let's spin the big wheel. The guy in Seattle. Oh, shit. How you doing, Nippy? Nice to see you. Yeah, it's fun. It's highly entertaining. I mean, I will never, till they carry me out in a pine box. That's it. I mean, I've found my home. Yeah, Rosie through D. Yeah, that's it. So you guys are going to be very happy Sunday. You got a lot of shit to look for. You're not going to be unhappy. I can promise you that. So it's going to be a lot of good stuff coming down. Viewers' choice because of this channel. Yeah, I mean, you know, the one thing I will say about Faye and viewers' choice is that she puts her perception out there. No fucks given. Do I watch it? No. If something really rare comes down, like this recent turn of events over the last couple of days, yeah, I'll tune in because she's doing some type of hangout. Let me fix this thing, man. There we go. She's doing some type of hangout, you know, but otherwise it's, you know, different strokes for different folks. She perceives herself to be a commentator on shit that happens in drama and on the BOYT. So yeah, 13 degrees, 7 degrees. We give a big dating game kiss. That's it. She's sweet, but she can be very vicious too. She can be very, you know, her sarcasm can be very biting, but it's just the way that she chooses to conduct business. There's no soft peddling shit, you know. So that's it. Everybody's different. You let the, oh, I am real. Oh, thank you, Susie. Oh, I'm all excited. Missy Jenn. You have to be very careful with her. She's also doing nasty stuff to Kat. I think she's somebody that's just, she's a derivative product on what's going on. In other words, you have the events and the people, and then you have the derivative channels that are going to comment on that. So, you know, but it's inevitable that people are going to have they're going to have a bias. They're going to see things a certain way. They're going to take court filings as adjudicated cases. They're going to see the outcomes as final by what's presented in the documents. You know, but when you finally get some decent legal representation and you start to fight back, then a different story may emerge, which I would expect to some extent that it would. Hey, what's up? What's up, Dave? Yeah, shut up, Rosie. Yeah, I was just getting ready to text you to see if you see what the hell we have. So didn't make it in time on your strip stream. Glad you got over there. What the fuck is Rosie talking about? We'll fire up a hangout, Dave, and we'll find out. You know. And Dave dropped his vid on the Aston Martin, so I'm going to go ahead and put mine together on our little drive with that. Harvey says, I really don't like to hate people after gestures. I'm just doing my own stuff. Well, we end up, Harvey, kind of being drafted onto teams and things, and once in a while somebody will switch teams, and the teams are always breaking and reformulating down here. Yeah, that's great. I'm going to wait till you drop the video. I am dropping the cell phone cinematic Las Vegas this afternoon. I hope you enjoy that. Those of you who wonder what you can do with a cell phone and just a cell phone and a little in cell phone editing, what you can do with a cell phone, you may enjoy that, the colors and all that. It was, Susie, I'll say this, it'll be the first and last time in my life I'm ever riding in such an expensive car, you know. There's so many things that I could say about riding in that Aston Martin. It's just so different from a regular, you know, when you hit the gas in a regular car, for example, the front end will naturally rise up and it'll start to create some resistance going forward. This car, when it's put in sports mode, when you hit the gas, it doesn't rise up. It just, you know, the G's just paste you in the seat, the G forces, and they don't let up. You know, they do not let up. You know, it's amazing. Take care, Libby. Hi, Vans. Yeah, so it's good. It's a lot of fun. And then I have some did a little pool and hot tub video at the house too. Only said okay because of the farm equipment we own, is where you can just rent them unless your insurance will cover the value. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not something I could ever do. You know, it's you know, you have to value those experiences. I rode, I drove. I rode, I didn't drive. But Morticia, this ride, just the way people see you, and it's amazing. I mean, it's a life that I don't really know, but it's amazing to have that kind of power. It's almost like it was an engine with just a couple seats attached to it. That's all. Yeah, we had a good positive time. I had a great time with Vegas Barbie. It was nothing but pleasant to me. Attractive woman. Deb the RN was sweet, very huggy and positive. Simon was just a doll baby. You know, I cannot wait to spend some time in Maryland with Simon. Sticks was quiet. You know, this guy had a lot on his mind. I gave him his space, but we got along great. Cat was very nice and funny. So everybody there had a good. It was almost like they were relieved to not have this. Like I said before, it's almost like they were relieved to just not be doing the streaming anymore, but to just be able to sit out back and just shoot the shit about Iowa and do you know this person and do you know that person, and it was refreshing. Here, I thought you have bigger arms. Lunch cafeteria, lunch lady. Yeah, so we had a really good time. That cost that much to rent a chair at the hotel. It's $55 a chair. $55 a chair. You know, something we rarely do. A Jurassic pork chop. Yeah, baby. 427 miles from Coney Island hot dogs. Let me just say, taking off Sunday, you guys are going to be a couple happy campers. Okay. You'll be very happy. Okay. Jurassic Park, an amazing person. I would be out on my journey, and one night we're creeping up the strip, and I mean, D and I put some fucking miles. I mean, this guy had to get new shoes, okay? You got to have good shoes. Thank God Dave sent me the Skechers that he did. I mean, I can walk some friggin' miles in those things. But I want to tell you, this guy, Jurassic Pork Chop, this person told me I missed the turn off to Charleston Boulevard because we wanted to go over and see the outside of Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. And we ended up stopping by a party, a keg party that got broken up at a house. And you can see the cops with the shitty attitude and all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, wow, oh, wow. Wow, oh, wow. Jurassic Pork Chop, like, you overshot Charleston. I'm like, no way. He's like, you're 6,086 feet from Charleston. Dude, that's a fucking mile I overshot. He's like, yeah, I'm like, bullshit. He's like, check it. I started walking. He was right on the mark. There you go. Taking Bob for a resort day at the Hilton Waikoloa for his birthday. So that's the fun stuff to do. That's the fun stuff to do. He was spot on, mouse toes. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. You're telling me you're 2,486 steps from a Coney Island hot dog. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, it makes it so fun when you're running a stream and you have people in the side chat journeying with you. Everybody likes to do different shit. Hey, how you doing, Gothic? What's going on? Gothic Child Creations in the house. So, I mean, I just instantly took to Jurassic Pork Chop. It's incredible. What a great addition. And Evil Abe's, when he was on the chat, Mark Hand, Mouse Toes, you know, it's amazing the people that invest in that. And I tell you, on your guys' coast, East Coast, we're still cranking it at 5 a.m. in the morning. So, but everybody's like, I'm not fucking going anywhere. Skins hot dog. Oh, those, I'll tell you what, Evil Wave, unless you've been to New York City or Detroit or Chicago and had the hot dogs that have a snap, the skin that snaps, they're just something so awesome. Kiss me. Where are you going next week, Rosie? Where do you think I might be going next week? Where do you think? Yeah, we're going to be doing Dollar Tree, more Dollar Tree shit coming up, Amanda, man. More low-end eats on the road, too. People love that. Low end. I'm going to find Las Vegas's cheapest buffet. Oh, God. Give me some of that green. Give me some of that blue stuff, and don't go cheap on me now. Yeah, we only head out late at night. Nope, not any of them. Nope, not Reno, not Slab City. Don't go cheap on me. Hey, Sister Earth, how you doing? The cheapest buffets in the dumpster. There we go. That's it. Well, Jen's taking me for a hamburger today. How about that? Going over to Denny's to get a burger. Let's just say it's going to be some really flipping full days and nights. So. I'm gonna find it out. I'm gonna make it my point to find, next time in Vegas, I'm gonna find myself the damn cheapest. Yeah, I've been on panel with Evil. Evil Abe is incredible. I love Evil Abe's voice. Yeah. So next time I'm in Vegas, I'm going to commit to, I don't know where in the hell it's going to be. If y'all got any tip or you got anything on a really low ender fucked up chow in Vegas, let me know. Ooh, we're going racing this weekend and I can't wait. That's exciting. Yeah, the El Cortez is cool. Well, come on down and stay with us in January, Andrew. Yeah, cheap food is all right. Street tacos, dollar slice. And I have to say, when you can bomb a 32 ouncer for $1.87, you know, and get yourself kind of braced up, because you all seen the Rosie girl can drink some frickin' beer. Yeah, go out the Boulder Highway, Poker Palace, Cheap Eats. Yeah, we'll figure it out. You know. Yeah, we got. Can you guys believe we have a winter storm? You're gonna have snow in the Sierras tomorrow. Okay, snowstorm in the Sierras. We're gonna have rain and cold here tomorrow. So, driving or flying? Maybe I'll see you here. Driving, Susie. Driving. Don't do that. I grew up on Mad Dog 2020 and grain alcohol, Everclear. Like I told you once, I'll leave you guys with this story. At Ocean City in whatever year Rhinestone Cowboy came out, because that song irritated the fuck out of me when I was working in Ocean City, Maryland, shucking corn at some Phillips seafood restaurant, 13 bushels of corn a day, right? And Rhinestone Cowboy would be on. Yeah, much better now. Yeah. Well, I never, when you're making $1, we were making $1.35 the minimum wage, whatever the hell I was. And we had rent to pay, and we were always drinking it up and taking girls on dates with, $6 in our pocket and shit, and hoping to strike lucky, which happened once in a while. But at the end of the month, we'd have a party to raise money. Yeah, 1975, I worked the summer in Ocean City down there. So we would have a grain alcohol party at the end of the month. I would have a big, I'd buy 50 packets of Kool-Aid, cherry Kool-Aid, and we would go up to Delaware. We had a big, like 40-gallon plastic trash can. I don't even know if we ever cleaned it or whatever, but I'd make up like 25 gallons of Kool-Aid, and we'd go up to Delaware and we would buy 10/5 of grain alcohol, Everclear. It was illegal in Maryland. We'd just ride up the road, Delaware, bring it back, pour it in, hang signs around. Everybody go out around all the restaurants in the kitchen, in the back restaurant. Hey, we're having a party. Put it on the bulletin board. And we'd have 50 people, 100 people show up at these parties, and everybody pays like, $2 a head or something like that. And one time, whoa, I turned around. Here's this guy like 6 feet 6 inches tall. The guy's a fucking former Marine or a Marine, and he's got like issues, right? And I see him coming out of a neighbor's apartment there. And the guy must have said something to piss him off. And the guy, this fucking Marine, it was like 280 pounds, 6 feet 6. He pulled the fucking door frame. He pulled the fucking whole door frame with door out of the wall. Okay. The whole fucking frame and thing. Now that got my attention. You know what I'm saying? And the guy starts making their way to the party. He's like, I guess I got the wrong apartment. I'm like, holy shit. I'm going to be flying off the 3rd floor balcony here tonight. Guy comes into the party, right? I'm not going to tell him you can't come in. You're a brute, right? You're a scary guy. You can't come into the party. It's like, I got to collect $2. I'm looking, it's $2 to get in, bro. Guy's like, here's my $2. About an hour later, this guy's hitting that Kool-Aid with the grain alcohol, and he comes up to me and he grabs me around the collar of my t-shirt and he starts raising me up the wall, and he's like, you fucking ripped me off, you little pecker. And he's like, I'm not getting fucked up at all. You said this is a grain alcohol party. And I was like, look, I guarantee you. I told the guy, just let me down on the ground. Okay. Fix myself. I said, look, I'll double your money back if you don't get fucked up. Man, I want to tell you, half hour later, this guy is upside down with his feet up the wall, laying on the floor with his feet up the wall, you know, fucking passed out, dead, you know. It's like I went over there. It's all I could do to stop from pulling my zipper down and just. I'll leave it to your imagination, right? We just hauled that guy out and took him down, just pulled him down the steps, boom, 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 boom. I mean, he hit every concrete step. And we just left him out there on the front sidewalk. Oh, yeah, Rosie, shut up. That's my story about grain alcohol. Anyway, yeah, pretty sorry, Flaming Dragon. I'm a gross person. I already told you. Anyway, I don't know if Dave's going to fire up a hangout or not, but I'm going to get going. I got some work to do. Stay tuned for the cinematic cell phone cinema, Las Vegas at night, Fremont Street. Yeah, well, I made sure that bastard hit every step going down as we pulled him down. Well, nobody was holding his head to be ginger and stuff. So Bobby will be over Thursday night. So, oh, Sugar says you're going to Mexico. Never know. All I can say is you guys are going to be pretty damn happy. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. More videos to come. We got Dave's big ride is coming up. My take on riding in the Aston Martin. A little bit of pool hijinks at hot tub at Dave's pool and also at the Golden Nugget. Y'all have a good one. Hippie, hi and bye. Thank you, Dory Lynn, Amanda May. Bye, Harvey, everybody. They're updating. Yeah, tomorrow's my passport meeting. So I'm going to get my passport reapplied for. Ready to go tomorrow. So Canada, here I come. I liked Engelbert Humperdinck. All right, take care, Uber Goober. Bye, everybody. Shut up, Dave.